Hi, we welcome you to join our little afternoon around the table at Lori's house.
Homemade grape juice.
Yum.
Awesome.
Well, we wanted to just kind of have this chance to just chat. We wanted to honor Lori, first of all. Lori hired us 15 years ago. She took a chance on us. Donna and I were starting this brand new business. What is this business? Professional organizing? What is that? Nobody knew what that was. And Lori said, I'll hire you.
She caught the vision.
And so, first of all, we just want to honor Lori and say, we don't know where we'd be if you didn't take a chance on us and trust us that we actually had knowledge and something to share. And so we just want to have kind of a chat today to just kind of think back of what happened 15 years ago, how Lori felt, you know, maybe the reason why she called us. So join us as we chat.
Well, as we came to see you today, we were chatting a little bit about where should we take this today? Because 15 years ago was a long time ago. Mm-hmm. We were all in different lives back then. You were one less child back then, you know, all that sort of thing. But you remembered a couple of things about maybe how you were feeling as you called us in. So, thoughts?
So I think paper was the biggest issue for me, and a big part of that was mail, opening mail. Mm-hmm. And it was very overwhelming because we didn't have a lot of money. So often opening mail meant a task that I couldn't achieve.
Yeah.
And I knew I couldn't. So my strategy was just to not open it, which magically does not make your mail disappear.
And we see that with a lot of clients. We go over and we find stacks of mail. So this is really interesting.
Yeah. So I know now that is part of how my personality processes things that come at me. I avoid them. But knowing that is a big part of learning how to adjust your life so that you can not get overwhelmed by that. So having you come in and open all my mail and sort all those papers showed me that, I just need to do this and this and this. Yeah. And it wasn't so bad.
Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, we've learned over the years as we've done learning around what we do, the whole idea of body doubling and the idea of having somebody there with you.
Yes.
You know, we've stood at the elbow or sat at the elbow of a lot of people through the years who said sort of the same as you, like, I know I need to do this, but, well, today's the day. And you're here, right?
Yeah. And as we were talking, it was interesting that now you can look back on that 15 years later and analyze why you didn't open mail. And why don't you share that? Like, I just think this is fascinating.
Okay, so if you're familiar with the Enneagram, I'm a 7, which is the person who just wants to go have fun and avoids pain at all costs. And so if opening mail means paying bills that you don't have money for, that's pain.
That's painful.
So you just look the other way and say, what mail? And so the opposite side of that is having sober joy and being able to open the mail and say, this too is reality. And I can open the mail and it's going to be okay. And that's not going to throw me into an overwhelm. I just have to, I don't have to do the whole thing. I just need to open the envelope. It's okay. Yeah.
We need to learn more about the Enneagram. We were just saying, because you gave a couple of other examples. Okay, you don't really like exercise. You know, you give those examples.
Okay, so
I think that
sometimes for things that we don't like to do, like exercise or doing the dishes or cleaning or whatever it is, that feels like a big task because we don't like it, or it has some negative connotation for us in some way. Such as going for a walk. I just told myself, you don't need to go for a walk. You just need to put your shoes on and go stand on the sidewalk, which once you do that, you're going for that walk.
Yes.
But if your mind doesn't think you have to go for a walk, you can easily put your shoes on and go stand on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
You can easily fill a sink with hot water. You don't have to do the dishes. Just fill a sink with hot water. Well, once you got the soapy water there, it's like, oh, there's just 10 things. I'm going to do them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so helping your brain to not go, at a job that really isn't overwhelming. Yes. Your brain just thinks it is.
Mhm.
So giving your brain tools to think in a different perspective about those tasks.
Like that's fascinating. And with us, with the whole fact of heart of the matter, like that's what we truly want our clients to be able to analyze and sit back and think, why is this a roadblock for me?
Yes.
And so this is what gets me excited, because if we can help our clients identify what are those things, and like you said, having that aha moment years later, not at the time,
Yeah.
you know, when you were in the stress of that, but years later to look back and go, now I know why I responded in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's huge, because if our clients can get a handle of what's causing this, what is the heart of the matter for this, then we can get over that.
And just to go to that point, and instead of backing up from it, stay there and just trust that it's not going to be so scary that you're going to get swallowed. You're going to be okay.
Mhm.
You're just going to feel some pain. It's okay. And to ask yourself, what is it that I'm afraid of? Because it's something you're afraid of.
Mhm.
Right.
Something I'm afraid I won't be able to, or I'm afraid this will feel, or whatever.
Totally.
So to ask that question, and once you figure out what's at the bottom, the heart of the matter, then that just opens up all the tool. It's like opening the tool chest, right? Like, oh, that's what's wrong. I need the
Wow.
wrench. That's what's wrong. I need the screwdriver.
Oh,
So,
I don't think we should try to summarize it any more than that.
No, that's
I
amazing.
think-
That could be a whole course on its own, Lori. Like that's the deeper, and that's what we want. You know, we come in and help with some of that surface stuff, but it's getting to that deeper stuff inside of what's going on and why we do the things that we do. That's where the work needs to happen. So that's so cool.
The heart of the matter.
That's
It
awesome.
is.
Thank you for sharing with us. And again, thank you for taking a risk and a chance on us 15 years ago. And now 15 years later, we're still in this and we're still going, and thanks
And your
to
guest blogging for us, because this is Grandma Lori. For some of you who have listened in before, I'll put those links in the blog. But she's shared lots of great tips. Grandmaing, what his name's escape me.
Carter.
Carter.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Carter, and back
Yeah.
to school. She had some great stuff. So we'll make sure that we include that too. But from me too, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Lori.
You guys are great.